Hi, I'm Christine Daniels. I'm a high performance coach, executive strategist, and keynote speaker. I'm also a founding member of America's first virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry and the co-chair of the Leadership and Management Growth Committee. I run my own business. It's a coaching and consulting practice. The work I do is about developing leaders, building stronger teams, and integrating high performance with personal alignment, that inner work that makes the outer work sustainable. I deliver this through executive coaching, leadership development, and strategy work with executives, founders, and leadership teams. Before this chapter of my career, I spent over 25 years across capital markets, family office investing, and venture capital. One of the things I value most about AVCCI is what it actually is: a national community where professionals, business owners, and organizations connect, collaborate, and amplify each other's work. Building a business is one thing. Building it with the right relationships, the right visibility, and the right network across the country, that is something else entirely. And AVCCI is where that happens. If this sounds like the kind of community you've been looking for, we would love to have you. Learn more at avcci.us and learn more about my work at christineadaniels.com. I look forward to connecting.
Hi, I'm Stacy Simbrom. I am a member of the AVCCI. I am also one of the leads of the Women in Business Committee and the Health and Wellness Committee. I run a company called Reflection Project. I am a coach. I am an integrative wellness coach. And what that means is I work with individuals who want to optimize their lives, do better with their wellness, do better in their relationships, and feel better about themselves and the world that they live in. I take an integrated approach, which helps you to learn how to leverage your three centers of intelligence, which is your brain, your logic, your emotions, and your body, which is your intuition. I bring several different modalities into this work. I've been doing this work for about 15 years now, and I would look forward to working with you and collaborating with you in this space. If this sounds like something that you would like to learn more about, please contact me either by phone or by email. Thank you very much, and I look forward to meeting with you soon. Bye-bye.
I'm Mel Blackwell, the president of Blackwell Media Group, and I'm a proud member of the AVCCI. Joined recently and very, very supportive and excited about that. As president of Blackwell Media Group, basically, I'm a retired corporate fixer. For 35 years, I've worked in global companies, domestic U.S. companies, to help boards and C-level teams try to figure out how to solve complex business riddles. In doing that, I actually decided to hang up my cleats because 35 years is a long time. I deployed behind enemy lines. I did not go in as a consultant. I took a full-time role because I loved working with the teams. I loved building the teams, and I liked the smell of napalm, And so I worked in those different stints for 2 to 6 years, and in kind of graduating from that world now, I do keynote speaking at major conferences, at annual retreats for corporate teams, and kind of a hybrid of coming in to speak to a large crowd or even a small room, and then rolling up my sleeves and coaching and helping a team solve a specific complex riddle. In doing all of that, what I realized, I wrote a book called Uncommon Sense: How to Fix Your Workplace Culture in the Wild West of Business. In doing all that, I realized, reflecting back, for about a year, I wrote the book that I've been working on for 20 years. And when I finally said, all right, I'm going to write this thing, I realized almost everything I did was culture. And so I am somewhat of a culture architect. I've had a reputation of being very plain spoken. What you see is what you get. Funny. I like to have fun, but pretty serious. And I can do some really complex, brutal stuff, whatever it takes to protect the culture and the good people. And so that's what I do now. I do the speaking and I work with people. Don't even be embarrassed. It's like, Mel, we have this really complex riddle we're beriddled by it. I'll come in, roll up my sleeves, and we'll slay that thing. So that's what I do, and I'm looking forward to it. And I highly recommend everybody support Kevin and the ABCCI.
Hi, everyone. My name is Christy Brink, and I'm the owner of Lux Escapes by Christy, personal travel planning, and the co-chair of the Women in Business Committee. I'm a passionate traveler and work closely with my clients to plan personal, curated itineraries around the world. I research the best value, work with local experts around the world, and provide convenience and support so you can travel more and plan less. I am relationship driven, so it's important to me to get to know my clients so I can deliver the best travel experience with each trip. If Women in Business resonates with you, please join me as we work to provide education, inspiration, and support for all women that join. I look forward to getting to know you all. Thank you so much. Hi, everyone. My name is Christy Brink, and I'm the owner of Lux Escapes by Christy, personal travel planning, and the co-chair of the Women in Business Committee. I'm a passionate traveler and work closely with my clients to plan personal, curated itineraries around the world. I research the best value, work with local experts around the world, and provide convenience and support so you can travel more and plan less. I am relationship driven, so it's important to me to get to know my clients so I can deliver the best travel experience with each trip. If Women in Business resonates with you, please join me as we work to provide education, inspiration, and support for all women that join. I look forward to getting to know you all. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Kristen Panella of Too Safe Consulting. I'm a founding member of AVCCI, and I chair the Workplace Health, Safety, and Risk Committee, where we're looking to do presentations on education and provide tools that will help you have a safe environment within your workplace. At Too Safe Consulting, safety is more than compliance. It's about protecting people, supporting operations, and building a culture that actually works in the real world. I founded Too Safe with one goal in mind: to provide companies with practical, high-level environmental health and safety support that makes a real impact. We work across many industries, including manufacturing, utilities, aerospace, construction, energy, pharmaceuticals, from OSHA compliance to hazardous waste manifests to safety training, audits, investigations, full EH&S program management. Our team becomes an extension of your operation. What makes us different is that we don't just hand over a binder and walk away. We stay involved, solve problems, train your people, and help create long-term results. Whether your company needs a complete safety program or support on a single project, Too Safe is ready to help wherever the work takes us. Let's build something safer together. Thank you. Looking forward to hearing from you.
Hi, my name is Adam Dicker, and the first thing I want to say is how excited I am to be part of the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry community. I'm also going to be a coach in the Biz Dev and Sales and Marketing Committee, and I'm really looking forward to that and meeting all of you there. To all the entrepreneurs, business owners, and professionals here, it's a pleasure to connect with you. For those of you who don't know me, I'm the former executive vice president at GoDaddy, where I spent years helping businesses grow their online presence and succeed digitally. Today, I work with companies to help them generate more leads, improve website conversions, and use AI and automation to grow smarter and more efficiently. One thing I've seen over the years is companies spend heavily on paid advertising and they don't take advantage or optimize the existing traffic or website that they have. You should be getting most of your traffic and leads and opportunities from your website, about 70 to 80%. In reality, your website should be the best salesperson working 24/7 to convert visitors into customers. That's where I come in. I help optimize your websites, improve organic traffic performance, implement those tricky AI tools and with automation, and build systems that reduce dependency on expensive ad platforms like Google and LinkedIn, while increasing your lead generation and customer engagement. My goal is simple: help businesses sustain their growth, increase conversions, and make your marketing work harder. So if you're part of the network and looking for ways to generate more qualified leads, improve your online presence, optimize your website, or leverage AI in your business strategy, I'd love to connect and learn more about what you do. Thank you again for this opportunity to introduce myself, and I look forward to meeting you all shortly.
Hi, I'm Anthony Buonaspina, CEO and founder of LI Tech Advisors. We're located in Babylon Village, Long Island, and we've been in business for over 35 years. We're an MSP specializing in AI automation and business intelligence, and we're very excited to be leading the Long Island chapter and as a founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. That's AVCCI. We're very happy to be a member here, and also we're looking forward to doing a lot of great things with this organization. Thank you.
Welcome to America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. My name is Joe Beauchamp. I'm one of the founding members here. I'm also the chair of the leadership committee. I'm here to help leaders develop strategies. My company is Beauchamp Team Growth Solutions. We help business owners and business leaders to develop their leadership skills, the leadership skills of their team. We know that better leaders get better results, and we provide that leadership strategy, training, and education for business leaders to run their companies better. Hope you can join us at the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce. I look forward to seeing you soon.
I'm Suzanne Beck. I'm the sales manager at Preferred Events, and I'm a proud member of the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce, and I'm excited to be here. At Preferred Events, we are the preferred choice for your event rentals throughout the New York metropolitan area and beyond. Whether you're planning a corporate event, a charity walk or run, a fundraiser or gala, a festival, school event, or private celebration, we provide the rentals and the support needed to bring your event to life. Our inventory includes tents, chairs, linens, staging, flooring, fencing, structures, tables, and so much more. What truly sets us apart is the commitment to customer service and helping our clients create successful and memorable events. We work with corporations, nonprofits, schools, municipalities, and event professionals, and we love the opportunity to learn more about your upcoming events and what you're looking to do. If you're planning an event and need a reliable rental partner, please reach out. I look forward to connecting with fellow AVCCI members and finding ways we can support one another's success. Thank you for watching, and I hope to meet you soon.
Hello, my name is Eugene Rodriguez, founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, otherwise known as AVCCI. You can join us or visit our website at www.avcci.us. Again, my name is Eugene Rodriguez, and I'm a business relationship manager with Chase Bank. I work on the acquisition side and assist customers with anything from cash management to financing to basic banking needs if necessary. I'm looking for any business owner that wants a better relationship with their banking institution. If you happen to know anybody, or if that happens to be you, feel free to contact me and/or come to the website and send me a message. Thank you so much, and I look forward to meeting you.
Welcome to America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, AVCCI, powered by the American Business Podcast. My name is Kevin Deveci. I'm the founder of the American Business Podcast, ABP, and founder of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, AVCCI. AVCCI is a virtual America's Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Because it's virtual, you can connect AVCCI and AVCCI activities from anywhere. We are a national Chamber of Commerce and Industry. to help American businesses grow their businesses, collaborate, connect, and educate their workforce. Our mission is simple at ABCCI. We are to promote, support, uplift, and connect American businesses, nonprofits, manufacturers, and the business community in this age of AI. One mission, unlimited locations, thanks to our virtual Chamber of Commerce model that's designed for these modern ages, business professional. When you go to avcci.us website of ours, you can learn more about ABCCI, our mission, as well as our events. We have more than 10 active committee meetings that takes place every month. And each committee is led by members of ABCCI. And each committee meets monthly. Committee meetings are complimentary. You don't have to be an ABCCI member to follow and join. Please go to avcci.us and go to events section. You'll see the list of committee meetings on the calendar, and you can sign up complimentary and join us. Each committee meeting is taking place virtually, and each committee meeting is being recorded and pushed to the American Business Podcast for further visibility and publicity opportunity. Thanks to the integration between the American Business Podcast and America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, ABCCI. Now ABCCI is the only Chamber of Commerce that is virtual and powered by a successful business podcast network, that is the American Business Podcast. Support us, join us, and we are looking forward to welcoming you at ABCCI. Remember, ABCCI is inclusive. From solo entrepreneur to Fortune 500 company, there is something for every single business professional, executive, and business leader, as well as we are welcoming young professionals, those who are just entering their career, starting their career journey. We are welcoming everyone, every serious business professional and every serious American business and international business to America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, also known as ABCCI, powered by the American Business Podcast. Please go to our website, avcci.us, learn more about ABCCI, go to events section, sign up our coming virtual complimentary committee meetings, and be a member. Support ABCCI. We are growing very fast, and we love to have you at ABCCI and help you grow your business in this age of AI. Thank you for your support. Welcome to the American Business Podcast. I'm Kevin Deveci, your host. I'm welcoming you episode 198. We are in season 6 in the American Business Podcast, the voice of American business. Today's number, 200,000. Now we have more than 200,000 YouTube subscribers for the American Business Podcast, ABP. That also represents now ABP is fully integrated with America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, ABCCI. We are representing more than 200,000 businesses and business professionals. As you know, 7 weeks ago, we started America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, ABCCI, powered by the American Business Podcast. ABCCI is America's only virtual chamber of commerce that is powered by a successful business podcast channel, the American Business Podcast. Our mission is simple: to support, promote, uplift, and connect American businesses, nonprofits, manufacturers, and the business community for success in this age of AI. We have already more than 100 paid members at ABCCI within our first 7 weeks, and we are growing on daily basis. Thank you very much for your support. And if you are a business, a professional, an entrepreneur, a business owner, you are more than welcome to join us. Our website is avcci.us. ABCCI is inclusive. We are welcoming any serious business professional, business owner, executive, and business leader. From solo entrepreneur to Fortune 500, there is always something for a professional at ABCCI. We have a business book club, we have public speakers club, we have more than 10 committees to dive deeper into business practices and industries: manufacturing committee, leadership and management growth committee, women in business committee, and many more. Join us and be part of this movement. abcci.us. Quote of the day. As you know, we have a great partnership with missionstatements.com, and here is the quote of the day. If I had an hour to solve a problem, I spend 55 minutes thinking about the problem and 5 minutes thinking about solutions. Great. I have a special guest in the American Business Podcast. I'm going to invite our guest to our stage, and let's get the conversation started in the American Business Podcast. Hello, Seth. Welcome to the American Business Podcast.
Hey, Kevin. How are you?
Good, good. Thank you very much. How are you?
I'm doing good. Doing good.
How is your week? It's Friday. Yes. Congratulations.
Yeah,
Happy Friday.
Happy Friday.
That's great. Well, I'm glad that you connect to the American Business Podcast. Where are you connecting out of?
I'm actually connecting out of Charlotte, North Carolina today. Doing a little bit of traveling right now. So
that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Thank you very much for being with us. Thank you for connecting. Well, actually, I've been waiting for this conversation. If that's okay, let's get started. As a start, would you please introduce yourself and your organization to our listeners and to our viewers?
Absolutely. So my name is Seth Cushing. I am a managing partner of Bodhi AI. I'm also running AI practices for multiple consulting firms right now, mainly focused on large-scale AI transformations. So whether that be governance, whether it be the way that you deliver product to your clients, or the processes within your organization. So with a keen focus on a human plus AI mindset, just to not completely give the world to AI, but also figure out ways that we can contain, control, and scale it. So,
can you tell us about your career journey? How did you get started? How your career journey has unfolded over the years?
That's a loaded question. So,
we have time.
Yeah, time. I started, my career started off, I did a short stint after college in the Army. So did a little bit of that. After that, got into more of the side of technology sales, I guess you could say, very early on in my career, with a keen desire to learn how software was actually made. Made the transition at the age of 25 onto the backside as a business system analyst. As Agile came into the fold of the way that we delivered technology, I jumped on that bandwagon, becoming a Scrum Master, and then ultimately an Agile coach. Worked at United Healthcare, doing large-scale transformation activities. Moved actually here to Charlotte, where me and my wife are visiting friends right now. Worked at Bank of America, got to do Agile transformation, but also I was kind of the young guy in the room with big executives that would raise his hand and say, I'll take on that initiative. Had the opportunity to work on, big data initiatives, big product initiatives within Bank of America, one of which I'm super proud of is being able to be a part of what's now IBM Watson, or the brain that's IBM Watson. And then transitioned into consulting post-COVID. It was a natural transition with, a lot of executives during that period decided to retire. And as transformation happens and transition happens in large organizations, I found myself kind of not wanting to be stuck, still trying to climb that corporate ladder. So got into consulting, did large enterprise scale transformations at Ulta Beauty, Rogers Communication in Canada, some with multiple states, worked at Delta Airlines for a little while. Just a lot of really fun projects, and kind of got a keen focus on consulting. Allows you to kind of go in, fix the major problem that's happening, and then move on to the new thing. Spent a year kind of out of the consulting game playing a fractional CTO for two close friends of mine, one taking his company public, another actually getting acquired by a public company. So getting them out of the garage mindset and actually helping them turn their business into an actual, hey, I'll pay for that. And that's a business that I want to run with. And then got back into consulting kind of at the perfect time of the evolution of AI. And now I have Bodhi AI. We do large scale transformations for Fortune 500 companies. Stuff that's traded on the S&P 500 and the NASDAQ, all the way down to the smallest companies or even nonprofits like Indian tribes and other things. Just really, how do you start to adopt AI as an organization, whether that's at a large scale, whether that's, hey, I need a co-pilot to help me with my emails, all the way up to, I want to completely transform the way that we run this entire department, utilizing more agentic workflows. And so really enjoy the work I do. My wife always says, and it's just a joke between us, she's like, don't tell anybody what you do for a living. But no, really just love the work that we do, and it's great. It's a great time to be in the AI business. So
Yes, times are definitely right. What is the secret of your success?
It's, for me, it's empathy. I grew up, had a rough upbringing as a child. Never thought in a million years that I would be having a conversation with somebody on a podcast. That's definitely outside of the reach of where the goalpost was. If you look at like a 10-year-old Seth. But for me, it's empathy for your clients and what they're trying to achieve. Trying to meet people where they're at, empathy for your employees, understanding that people have lives. Their lives shouldn't be ran by the work that they do. Empathy for the people that your suppliers or the people that you work alongside. Really, ultimately, at the end of the day, is if you approach work in the understanding, to me at least, you approach work and there's a lot of people out there that are curing cancer and doing amazing things. But in this world, we're just trying to make the bottom line a better thing, trying to make people's lives a lot easier. And so for me, it's I've been able to get to this point in my career, I think, because I approach a lot of things with an empathetic mindset.
The state of your industry, what can you tell us about the industry, how it has been evolving, how it is nowadays?
Yeah, I do. Our company, we work with a lot of different AI style businesses. So if you think, it's an ever evolving industry. I feel like, whether we think of Anthropic and OpenAI and Google, there's a new frontier model that's coming out. It was once every 6 months. Now that's getting into once every couple of weeks. And then it's getting released, and then it's getting taken offline, released again.
That's true. Too fast.
Too fast. There's companies that are coming through that are building amazing things. I think that's probably one of the coolest things in being in this space is, AI, yes, as a technologist, this, Kevin, as well, AI is completely transforming our industry, but it's also transforming the ability of the small guy to catch up with the big guy. They're calling it
true.
It's
a great point.
It's,
I love it.
They call it the SaaS apocalypse. That's the thing that's happening right now.
I like that. Yes.
I was not to be controversial at all, but I can build something that can interact with your system faster than you can fix your system to interact with AI.
Oh, man.
So to me,
That's
it's
amazing.
a David versus Goliath story. I've seen companies that started out of a WeWork space with 3 guys coming up with an idea that 8 months later have a $200 million ARR. And so I think, a lot of people say it's a bubble. I can't say that I believe that, just because of some of the clients that I work with that build the infrastructure for it. If that was a bubble, it would have popped a long time ago.
Mm-hmm.
I think, as long as us as a society can really lean into this and really understand it, the industry is it's massively changing every way, whether it's the way that we work, it's the way that we drive, it's the way that we travel, it's the way that we live our lives on a daily basis. It's coming, whether or not we want to accept that or not is kind of the next question.
Absolutely. And just to support your point, the AI revolution is a great opportunity for small businesses. And when we look at the American business landscape in general, it's mostly small and mid-sized businesses, the majority of the business and economic output. So, and just to support your point, yes, definitely now small businesses can enjoy the benefits of AI, artificial intelligence, and they don't have to be a bank anymore to enjoy the benefit of this. This is available right now. They can automate their processes. They can digitize it. They can also equip their employees. And that's a great opportunity for small and mid-sized businesses in the US, just to support your point. And that's very exciting.
It is. It is. I would say probably the craziest example that I can give you is I was, my wife and I like to RV. Like we have an RV. We've traveled to like almost every state in the United States.
Wow.
We did a year and a half of like, hey, we stay here for 3 days and then we drive there, did Maine all the way to Washington and then down to
Amazing.
California. And, during that time 2 years ago, it was, how do I book? I need to call somebody. I don't call by 6. It's a problem. And I saw that as like a pet project of my own when I was at Bodie, when I'm at Bodie. But one of the things that I've seen, and we've done this with a couple of our clients as well, a little bit larger scale that own RV parks, but utilizing AI to handle customer service, booking, location, routing, all the financials that the business needed to. I mean, to see this evolution hit something as small as an RV park, as all the way up to something as big as Bank of America, it's kind of it's a wild way. But to your point, it's how does a small business then adopt it? And me and my wife are driving across the country this past week and literally had to pull off into an RV park later at night. And where we stayed there a year ago, it was like you pull up and get a piece of paper. This time, everything was just completely automated. We were able to get all the information, and they were able to focus on like what made their RV park better, rather than focus on like, how do I reconcile all these like bookings and like handle like where I put people. And so that was a really neat, for me, just kind of fresh off the press, like mindset. That was a really neat experience to kind of see it hit something so small and so personal to my life. So
how do you see the impact of AI on business? So we talk about it a little bit. If you'd like to dive deeper a little bit more, and how do you see the businesses are adopted in general to AI technology?
So it's all over the place. I'll be honest. I saw a graphic the other day that said 100% of businesses said they're doing AI, and 96% of them haven't crossed the bridge. There's like the 4% that have, the 96 that haven't. I would say in large organizations that have, whether they're stock, are like publicly traded companies or, large amounts of employees, I would say that the adoption is slow, with a lot of like experiments happening, a lot of things that like, hey, we want to try this, but we're not sure how. I would say your small to medium-sized businesses, like a couple hundred employees to a couple thousand employees, like with some global reach. And apologies if you can hear the dog in the background.
No worries.
Loves to bark. But what I've seen there is like this true, like, we can do this mindset, and you start to see the shift. I think, you hear the news, you listen to the things that are happening, and you're like, AI is going to take over the world. I saw an article very recently that IKEA, for instance, they took 14,000 customer service jobs and they were able to replace it with AI. But in the same mindset, that company had the mindset, their leadership had the mindset that said, we're not going to replace the humans. We're going to redirect the humans to something that bring more value. And so to your point, I think if you harness the impact of what AI is going to make into your business and you look at it from an opportunistic mindset, you're going to run into this situation where you're able to skill people up or give opportunity to people that maybe were in a call center that now in the IKEA mindset can be a interior designer and can actually like learn a new skill, learn a new trade that they can take outside of your business, but also help, grow your business and grow like the actual experience for your customers. So I think it's very important that like, yes, we hear layoffs. A lot of the layoffs are in tech companies, kind of the SaaS apocalypse that I was talking about earlier. But as companies start to replace kind of the role with utilizing agentic systems and solutions, they can then look back at the human mindset and say, what could I do to actually empower this person to be better? Empower this person to do something that actually can be life-changing, career-changing for them. So that's what I think AI will do, personally.
Leadership. How would you define leadership? And what are the great leadership qualities a good leader must have?
Oh, that's a loaded one too. I had the unique opportunity of being in a leadership position in my mid to late 20s at a large Fortune 500 company that everybody would know of. And I had been led many years of my career. And you find, not in all leadership roles, but you find in a lot that there's this ideation that you make me look good to make someone else look good, to make someone else look good, to ultimately make the boss look good. And for me, like, when it comes to being a really good leader, and kind of back to that empathy mindset, but when it comes to being a really good leader, I think at the end of the day, what you're looking for is someone who can empower the people that work for them, make the people that work for them look good. One of the things that was always important to me is if I had someone in one of my departments that worked on something that came up with a solution that was out of the box, that like moved the needle in the direction that we were trying to, even if it was slightly, that person got all the recognition, they got all the fame for it, and they had the opportunity to move on in their career. To me, like someone that left my department or left one of my opportunities and moved on to something that was greater, that was always a great day. And I think, that kind of gets lost sometimes. I think we kind of get stuck in, hey, I'm the best person in this department. And, if you're a really good leader, the best thing that you're trying to do is help them find the door to their next opportunity.
Role models. Have you had any role models? Any mentors who help you shape your career journey over the years?
I have. So early on in my career, and I guess I can say names here, hopefully they listen. Early on in my career, I had a mentor / friend. Her name was Sonia Jimenez, who had completely shifted what she went to school for to what she ended up doing. She was a chief technology officer at a United Healthcare subsidiary that I ended up working for, who gave me like, yeah, you have an idea, just go do it. Like, I'm not going to hold you back from that. And she absolutely instilled this like mindset of like being good to the people that you work with and caring about the people that you work for. So very early on in my career, before I ever managed people, I understood the human aspect of good management. My time at Bank of America, I will give all the props to Brian Porter. He's now retired, but he is probably one of the best men I have ever worked for, just from like his genuine care for the people that worked for him, his desire to succeed, but his understanding of like, we all have a life. And to me, that was the kind of defining factor of like a human, or like the work-life balance that we need in everybody's life, not just the lives that we live, but the lives of the people that work with us, and the people that we work with. And then later in my career, and still to this day, is Paul Finch, the founder of Zelle. I met him in the most obscure situation in the RV park in Malibu, and never.
Hello, my name is Melina Picon. I'm a founding member at America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We would like you to join us today. I am also president of PowerBooks LLC. We provide outsourced accounting, bookkeeping, controller services of businesses of all size. We help them transition from struggling in-house messy bookkeeping to high-level financial department. By outsourcing with us, our clients save up to 40% on their accounting costs, which allows them to focus on generating revenue. We guarantee honest, balanced, timely, and efficient financial services. If you would like to talk us on the phone, you can call us at 845-208-4649. And if you would like to email me, my email address is melina@powerbooks-llc.com. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Arthur Germain. I'm the principal and chief brand teller at Brand Telling. We're a brand architecture firm, and I'm a proud AVCCI member. So brand telling gives growing B2B companies the one clear story your whole team can tell, so you as the founder aren't the only one who can explain what your company does. What does this sound like? I call it narrative drift. It starts off, it's all in your head. You know the story. You built the brand, you know all about it. But now every sales call has a different story, and prospects start to notice. Or your marketing spend is up, but your firm never really seems different. Maybe you're expanding and your founder story isn't the same as when you started. All of these things are parts of what I call narrative drift. I help companies by exploring with them what makes them different and unique. I call it the category of one. What gives them that category of one, and then how do they express that category? So, for example, I've worked with technology companies that often sound very similar to others in the industry, and I've helped them to really look at where do they serve, whether it's through a geography or whether it's through a specific industry, and what do they do? Why do clients come to them in the first place? I explore that and then we install it. I call it installing a story operating system. What we do is we look to write down all of the messages, all of the narrative about the company stories, so that it's in one place. Think of it like having a brand Bible where everybody can turn to find out all things about you. And that way you're not having to make things up or trying to jump around trying to build new messages when you build something like a presentation for sales or you're updating and refreshing the website. Why is this necessary? Here's a good example. Lots of companies will go through a merger acquisition. Maybe it's just two friendly companies that merge together. Now they're offering some new products or new services, and you're not quite sure which one leads. It used to be just your company before the other one. Now, how does that brand story sound? What you want to do is you want to sound unified, and you want to make it sound like you're doing this for your customers' benefit. So I help companies to do that. I guide them through the process of discovering their category of one, installing that story operating system, and then I stick around. I help them to maintain through brand guidance. That's what I love to do. My background is in brand storytelling, starting in publishing 20 years ago, moving through public relations and marketing, where I discovered what people really wanted was to learn the story. They wanted to know the behind the scenes, what's going on at the company. That's what made them different. That's what made them unique. And that's what made them good partners, good customers, good employees and employers. So I work with companies to discover that. Again, my name is Arthur Germain, and you can find me at Brand Telling. That's brandtelling.com. Thanks very much.
I met Paul in an RV park in Malibu, and like I can say that like someone that has completely transformed the way that we transact money today. You would have never known it from like the actual human that you met. And so that kind of helped me get into this mindset. It's not about what people around you think, it's about what people that are most important to you think. And that really helped kind of shift as well. So those are like my three core mentors.
If there is one key career lesson that you learned the hard way, what would it be?
Don't sign up
that you can share with us.
Don't sign up. Under promise and over deliver. And anybody that wants to be my client, will be honest with you when I say that. So it's, I think coming out of what I came out of as a kid, I think I became somewhat of like an affirmation chaser early on in my career, and would sign up for things even if it took 20 hours to complete, 20 hours out of the day to complete. And I've learned over my career that, hey, give yourself some space, give yourself some grace, give your team some space, and give your team some grace as well. And you can always deliver on what you think you can deliver on, but if you slightly under promise and you over deliver, it's always a great day at the end of that road. So
I love this. Well, is there a book, a movie, a show that helped you shape your career perspective over the years?
This is going to be the craziest one, but two. Actually, I'll give you two. So one is One is The Office. Something about that. It's still my favorite show. It sits on the TV in the background. Like it's one of those things that I always go to. The comedy behind the office environment to make you feel like, hey, I can be loose. We spend more time at work than we spend at home in most cases. It runs the majority of our lives. Like, have a good time while you're doing it. That was the one. And then Pursuit of Happiness, which is, very like, and again, there's books and stuff I could do as well, but those two for me, I think the pursuit of happiness was you can achieve anything if you just try hard enough and you believe in yourself hard enough. And then the office, just take a moment, smile, laugh, enjoy the work you're doing, pat your coworkers on the back, get to know them, care about them. Like, yeah, that's very important. So,
well, I have a bonus question for you. So let's see, what do you think about this? If you had a chance to go back history, personally or historically, to what time period would you like to go back and why?
That's a good one. I would say the Industrial Revolution. And that's really just to experience the shift in the societal mindset that we're experiencing today. You know, I think the computer age, yes, it did amazing things. It connected the world. You know, it changed everything. But, you know, from turning a light on and turning a light off, and the ability to do that, the ability to travel from where you're at today to somewhere else without having to, like, you know, ride a horse. All the little things that society did back then, the Industrial Revolution. I think as scary as it is today, I think AI is really that moment again, because it's going to really change the way that we operate as a society, whether it's, you know, the way we shop, whether it's the way that we work, whether it's the way that we live our lives. It's going to shift that into a different direction. And who knows where we're going? I don't know. I don't own these centers. I don't own these models. And so
it's true.
But, you know, to kind of be able to witness that back when that was many, many moons ago, that would be somewhere that, like, I think I would probably find myself wanting to run to.
Yeah, that's when I'm thinking about this, the Industrial Revolution years, like, you know, we read about it, we saw the analysis in business school, we had like case studies on these. This is fascinating. I mean, the scale of change that was actually experienced. Like, people used to live in agrarian age, like they were living by the farms, they used to live in ranches, and then they start moving to the cities, and then the factories started. So that's fascinating, and that is also it took some time to really modernize it too. Like, at the same time, it was also hard. There was a lot of hardship too at the same time. However, just to support your point, as a revolution, that was a revolution. That was really a revolution. The life changed completely. The industry started, and the mass production started. Even just like you said, even the transportation changed, right? Yeah. So you also gave the example of AI, like how it helps in terms of traveling and changing it. So this is there was a fascinating time period for that, witnessing that revolution in terms of industry.
Absolutely
amazing. Well, okay. Well, in this part of the episode, is there any question that you would like to ask me?
How have you seen, because you work in technology, you admitted that to me, so how have you seen that really shift in your world as well? I know in consulting, like we work in all industries, we kind of see it across the gamut, and sometimes we don't get to actually see the forest in the tree or see the tree in the forest. You know, I'd love to, like, just get your perspective on how it's shifted in your world as well.
Yeah, well, so most of our focus is actually on small and mid-size market. We do work with enterprise as well. However, the focus is always on the small and mid-size market. And you mentioned actually spot on. It's a mix. It's a mixed bag. So in general, there is a search right now among business owners and entrepreneurs in terms of utilizing AI really in real life. Like, how can we really utilize and benefit from this technology? What does it take to install it, to implement it? What does it take to really manage the change? And what's going to be the output? And how is the ROI shaping at the end of the day? So during this search, some of them already started to implement it in some way. Just like you mentioned earlier, is customer service, answering the calls, taking notes, replying. So that some of them, they started with that. Some of them, they try to take it to the next level in terms of operationally, which will really make big changes in their operations and their team structure, their culture. In general, what I'm saying is there is that search and there is that adaptation in a certain level, not that revolutionary level yet in the small and medium market. But the search is constant, and what they are searching is the technology in a way that they can really utilize and adapt. Also, they are looking for partners, technology partners that can really help them and work with them. So as you know, technology is very strategic. I mean, you can make one change, you can really go ahead of your competitors pretty quickly. You can reduce your cost, you can really streamline your sales, you can increase the customer satisfaction. This can really happen pretty quickly with the technology. So some of them already adopting software systems, and some small and mid-sized companies, before AI, they need some more structural adaptations before that even. So that's a great opportunity for small and mid-sized businesses, as we discussed earlier, for them to really revolutionize their processes in a way that will really make sense for their ROI, their sales, their customer service, their cost of their production or operations. However, there is still, it's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. And the AI models, in terms of LLMs, that gives them some opportunity to try it in a way, adapt to it in a way. That's a great opportunity because it's already ready, but they can really put their hands on it and really use it on a daily basis, put together some content, some analysis. And it looks like there is going to be more and more this adaptation. That's just inevitable. I mean, as time goes, I had a discussion with a business owner before. I mean, with the speed of AI right now, what I see is it's just going to get better. It's not going to get worse. It's just, so as business owners, business leaders, we need to be adapting it in some form and then take steps at a time. So I call it like going with the baby steps, start with something as simple as possible and then go one step ahead when you're ready. Because this is a change management, how it is in terms of technology. I mean, we can talk about software systems and technology day and night, but how about the implementation of it? When it comes to implementation of it, it's not only about making the technology ready, making the teams ready, making the culture ready. The resistance will be there. The change, the resistance to change is old school. They never change. There's gonna be it's not working. That's not answering. It's just not working at all. Well, it is really. So. Well, the change management is there. And then also to your point earlier, just to support it, it's all about leadership at the end of the day. I mean, the technology will be there in some form, will be AI-based, will be some other software systems will be there. There is going to be the processes that will evolve because of or with technology. But there has to be a leader. It's a hardcore, old-school leadership. That's showing the direction, motivating the teams, inspiring them, equipping them with the training and information that they need to have to operate the technology, and then put some guardrails and put goals. Like, this is leadership 101, really. And even with the AI, which is a fascinating technology, this leadership needs to be there. And it's not always there, unfortunately. That's what I'm seeing. So we need good leaders. We need leaders who will lead the teams for change towards AI, towards a better organization, better team for better team management. And it takes time to be a really good leader. I mean, this is not, we don't have to, from my point of view, we don't have to be born as a leader. We can learn a lot of things. We can educate ourselves and then equip ourselves and practice it. However, just like anything else, it takes time to be a good leader.
It's so true. It's so true. And it's completely shifted the way that we deliver, I think, is kind of the big one. It's so fast now that one thing that I found, especially, in the small and medium business side of things, is it doesn't take long for it to catch on because there's not so much stuff in the way. And then you also, to your point, if there's a leader, if there's somebody that's like, this is the direction, this is our North Star, this is what we're going to do, it completely changes the way that it's adopted. Because you can, I mean, I've done it myself. I can deliver a software solution in a couple hours to a couple of days that, a year ago, 2 years ago would be 12, 15 people in 6 months of, effort. And so it's definitely shifting that way. It's just a matter of, to your point, it's a matter of having a good leader who cares and is going to drive that effort forward. So.
This is great. Well, what is your career advice for the next generation professionals?
Be nimble. I think I can say in my own personal experience, I went to school for finance, never done anything in finance. The closest thing I've ever done is work in corporate investments, but that was from a technology standpoint. I think the world is changing. It's shifting to a whole different way. I would say be nimble, be curious. To me, curiosity is probably one of the most important things right now, and especially in the space, and just, run for it. Whatever you have as a desire of what you want to do, it's achievable. You just got to go do it. So,
for those who like to continue this conversation, what is the best way that they can be in touch with you and continue this conversation with you?
Yeah, absolutely. So my website is Bodhi108. That's BODHI108.com. You can reach me at Seth at that. You can also reach me at my personal email at me@SethCushing.com. And I have a public line as well. So if you ever want to reach out to me on a public line, that's going to be area code 210-309-2526. Leave a voicemail. It doesn't get answered all the time. My assistant's really busy. But that's how you can reach me, and obviously on the socials as well.
Well, Seth, thank you so much for being with us in your busy schedule in the American Business Podcast. And thank you for sharing your professional insights and professional wisdom with us in the American Business Podcast.
Thank you so much for having me, Kevin. Looking forward to being a part of the commerce as well. So,
yeah, that'd be great. Let's discuss it, and looking forward to having you there as well. I appreciate it, and I wish you a great weekend.
You have a great weekend as well. Thank you.
And to our listeners and to our viewers, thank you very much for listening. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed today's episode. I like it very much. As I always say, there is always something new to learn in the American Business Podcast. And as an extension of it, that's why we created America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, powered by the American Business Podcast. This is virtual. We remove all the boundaries. You can be in any part of the country. And because it is powered by the American Business Podcast, publicity and visibility is part of ABCCI. As business professionals and organizations, companies, visibility is very important and it's critical. And at ABCCI, we are offering this visibility and publicity with the help of the American Business Podcast. It's 24/7. When you go to our website, abcci.us, you can see our activities. We have a powerful business book club. If you love books, which we love it in the American Business Podcast and at America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, ABCCI, we have a business book club. Every month, we have a published author that we interview. We have great co-chairs, Jim and Steve there, and they are leading the group, our business book club. We also have public speakers club. We encourage professionals to have this skill. It is hard. It's not easy to be a public speaker. We encourage all the professionals, and we also promote public speakers at ABCCI. When you go to ABCCI, you'll also see the public speakers club. We have more than 10 different committees available to dive deeper into business practices and industries. Manufacturing committee, human resources committee, leadership and management growth committee, international trade committee, technology committee, and many more available for you at ABCCI. Committee meetings are complimentary. You can go to the ABCCI website. You can click events section and you can see the list of committees coming up. We have monthly meetings every month, and you can sign up for any committee meeting that you like. Committee meetings are educational. Also, it's a great opportunity to network with other business professionals that you can start building business relationships. America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, ABCCI, is inclusive. From solo entrepreneur to Fortune 500 companies, there is always something for you, the business professional. Looking forward to having you at ABCCI. Please join us and go to our website, abcci.us. Thank you very much for being with us. We'll be right back after a short break. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Tony Lucidi. I am the CEO and owner of Lucidi Technical Solutions, and I'm also a founding member of the ABCCI Tech, AI, and Cybersecurity for Business Committee. My company is basically a small consulting firm where I offer fractional CIO work. I help companies with their digital transformations into predominantly how to utilize the existing software they already have to help make improvements to their costs, make improvements to their processes, and really try to get them to utilize more efficiently the software they already have. Most small businesses, medium businesses, they don't have tech teams. They don't have a CIO. They may have an MSP or a vendor that can help them, but generally speaking, they don't have someone on staff that helps them with their technical decisions who has the experience that I have. I have over 35 years experience in technologies. Started with application development, website, mobile. Then I reached out into marketing. Then I branched out into business, and now I own my own company. I'm going to really highly recommend that you all join the Tech, AI, Cybersecurity, and Business Committee, because technology covers a multitude of industries. It's across the board. You can never go wrong by joining a technology committee that will help you basically determine and help you navigate the difficult natures of technologies. If you just look at AI in general, how many of you are trying to get AI implemented? What do you do? How do you do it? This is where this committee will come into play. I think it's a great committee, and I look forward to you joining us and becoming a member of ABCCI.
Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Anywhere Apps by Kerr Consulting, now Cherry Baker. Anywhere Apps are designed to help you digitize and automate your business processes. Anywhere Apps are a family of business software products. There are more than 40 products available for business process digitization and automation. Anywhere's apps are easy to use, they are standalone, and they are also ready to integrate with your ERP and accounting software systems. Today, I'd like to promote APS Anywhere, which is part of Anywhere Apps software product portfolio. APS Anywhere, designed for manufacturing companies. Whether you are a process manufacturing company, food and beverage, chemical, and more, or a discrete manufacturing company, automotive, aerospace, electronics, and more. APS stands for Advanced Planning and Scheduling. APS Anywhere is ready to streamline, digitize, and automate your production planning process. As you know, in manufacturing, production planning is not easy. There are always some bottlenecks and challenges. You need to put together your resources, 3M, man, machine, and material. APS Anywhere designed to streamline this process and automate it for you. It is a modern system. It runs on cloud. It also has deployment options for installation on your server or your private cloud environment. The system is scalable. It comes with unlimited number of production planning scenarios, meaning before you execute, you can see the financial implications and timing of your production planning on APS Anywhere. APS Anywhere comes with a very colorful and easy-to-use Gantt chart, so that you can see your production planning on a colorful and easy-to-operate Gantt chart before you finalize your production planning purposes. The system is also integratable. It is ready to integrate your ERP system, MRP system, and other systems whenever there is a need. It is designed for manufacturing companies by manufacturing experts. It also comes with ready-made reports if you like to utilize. Furthermore, on APS Anywhere, you can also use demand forecasting function, meaning based on your past manufacturing and sales figures, the system can predict what will be your demand in the future. This will help you manage your supply chain in a more productive manner. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code and you can learn more about APS Anywhere as well as Anywhere App software system in general. There is more. I have a direct line for you. You can send me a direct email, kevin@kerrconsulting.com. kevin@kerrconsulting.com, and I'll be happy to hear from you about Anywhere Apps, APS Anywhere, or any Anywhere Apps that is offered by Anywhere Apps by Kerr Consulting, now Cherry Baker. Thank you for your support.
Hi, my name is Timothy Ryder. I'm a CPA and tax director at MGO LLP. I'm also a proud member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, AVCCI for short, and I'm very happy to be at the beginning stages of this movement, which I know is going to be a great success in the future. At MGO LLP, we perform auditing and accounting services, tax services, and consulting services. We serve public companies, private companies, high net worth individuals, and governmental agencies. We serve many different industries, some of them being entertainment, sports and media, technology, manufacturing, distribution, real estate. At MGO, I'm a generalist in the tax area, which means I get involved in many different things: C corporations, partnerships, S corporations, high net worth individuals. But in the tax space, we also have specialists that get involved in research and development credits and other credits as well as other incentives, state and local tax, international tax, tax controversy. And our accounting and auditing department is always looking to make your company financially healthy or even more financially healthy than it is now, and give any advice that they can and perform audits. And on the consulting side, we get involved in cybersecurity, fraud and litigation risk, and merger and acquisition on the sell side. Again, I'm always looking to save and defer taxes for my clients in any way that I can. And if it's an area that I don't deal with, that our firm handles, that I can always refer you to someone else if I can't handle it personally. But please feel free to reach out to me. The website is mgocpa.com if you want to learn more. And thank you so much for your time.
Hi, my name is Mike Catherwood, one of the founding members of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, AVCCI. I'm also the chair of the International Trade, Wholesale, Distribution, and Logistics Committee. During our committee meetings, we'll be sharing important content that will help companies in those industries achieve their growth goals. Aside from AVCCI, I work for Allianz Trade, the largest provider of trade credit in the world. Trade credit helps businesses in all industries feel comfortable with who they're extending credit to, eliminating the worry of, is someone going to pay? If your business is offering credit terms or considering doing so, please contact me to learn more. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Naeem Sayed. I'm the founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I highly recommend you join it, especially it's virtual and you get access and connection to everyone across the country that you actually connect with and make a meaningful relation. On personal side, I am a consulting partner for ERA Group, where we partner with CEOs and CFOs of middle market companies in helping them improve profitability. We do that by taking a look at all of their overhead costs and areas where they really don't have either the time or the bandwidth or the resources to take a look at. And that's where we come in. We do that in a contingency model, which means no savings, no fees. So if you have clients struggling to improve profitability, we are their answer. I look forward to seeing you at America's Virtual Industry.
Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Wizen. At the American Business Podcast, we always talk about continuous improvement and professional development. That is why we partner with Wizen, trust the nation's largest network for tutoring. Wizen helps you find the tutor that you need in many different subjects: chemistry, computer, foreign languages, geometry, English, music, physics, reading, SAT, science, and many more. I have the QR code on the screen that you can sign up and start searching for tutors and enjoy the learning experience and continuous improvement, as we always talk about in the American Business Podcast. Scan the QR code and sign up for Wizen today. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Nerio Rivera, and I'm a founding member at America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Please join us today and let us help you grow your business. So I'm also the Senior Client Manager at IMSM. There we help support your current and upcoming ISO certifications through training and a variety of other services. So if you have any questions regarding ISO, the process, or how to maintain it, please send me an email.
Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Just Answer. Real help from real experts 24/7. Experts such as lawyers, doctors, veterinarians, computer technicians, home improvement experts, mechanics, personal tax experts, computer technicians, and many other experts are available for you 24/7 on Just Answer. You'll get your answers anytime, during the day, during the night, 24/7, and you'll get your answers from reliable sources. You can scan the QR code on the screen and you can sign up for Just Answer. The answers you need at a price that is right. Scan the QR code and sign up for Just Answer today. Thank you for your support.
I'm David Faverio. I'm a founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, other known as AVCCI. I am the chair of the Sustainability Committee. We look to educate people and businesses on how to be more sustainable and how to introduce sustainability into their business to be more efficient in their operations. I'm also the president of Pupfish Sustainability Solutions. Pupfish's data destruction methods are AAA NAID certified through iSigma, which certifies our adherence to the high security and ethical standards in the data destruction industry. We operate on a zero landfill policy, which means nothing winds up in the landfill. Everything's 100% repurposed or recycled back into the U.S. manufacturing stream. And Pupfish received our certified B Corporation status in 2021, and we are proud to be a force for the local and global good.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Mitchell, founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Visit us at www.avcci.us and become a member today. I'm also the owner of Emerald City Ventures. I work with Gen X women who find themselves in a pattern of stopping and starting and starting and stopping. And we reunite you with that version of yourself that you've been trying to reach for years. And she's in there. We're going to bring her out. So visit us at www.kimm.co or email me at theowner@emeraldcityventures.net.
Hi, it's Neil Abruzzi, and I'm here to talk to you today about America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I am proud to be the head of the Technology for Business Committee, where through the Commerce we intend to bring usable technology information to the membership. Something not far-reaching, but something that you can use in your business, hopefully that very day. I'm 35 years running EDI Options. We're here a company for making connections between retailers and vendors. We provide connectivity services, integration services, data handling services, and all kinds of different commerce consulting. So come on and join us at the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce. You're going to love it here, and I look forward to working with you going forward.
Hi, everyone. I am Joe Horowitz. I'm the Director of Compliance and Audit for Stetson Cyber Group. I am proud to be a member of the America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry, better known as the AVCCI. Stetson Cyber Group is a data privacy and protection firm specializing in cybersecurity risk management and network information security. What does that mean? We are your business partners. We come help you find all your risks related to cybersecurity by doing risk assessments, gap analysis. We do penetration testing, vulnerability scans. We also help you out by protecting your cybersecurity environment by doing employee trainings. We recommend all the right internal controls to put in place, and we do vCISO services. So my background has been in audit, risk, and compliance for 25 years. So we also get you prepared for all the compliances out there, whether it be federal or New York State, as far as like HIPAA, PCI, or if you're in New York State Department of Financial Services, we get you SOC 2 Type 2 compliant, ISO compliant, and CMMC for anyone who has to work with the federal government. Once again, a very proud member of the AVCCI, and look forward to seeing other chamber members in the future.
Hi, I'm Jolie Leidner, and I'm a founding member of America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And I'm also the co-chair of the Human Resources and Workforce Development Committee. And we at that committee will guide you with everything educational for HR and recruiting, as I own Jobs by Jolie, a staffing company. And we're here for all your staffing needs, where we staff every industry with a personal touch. And we do temporary, permanent, and temp to perm staffing. And we do it across the country. So I could be reached at 516-521-7602 or jolie@jobsbyjolie.com. Hope to hear from you. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Steve Turner and excited to be a part of the American Virtual Chamber of Commerce, AVCCI. I am the owner and operator of Solomon Turner Public Relations in St. Louis, author of the book PR That Works, and a national speaker. We solve the problems of helping companies build their brand through PR strategies in this crazy era of AI. Solomon Turner helps business owners better connect with their customers and communities that they serve for the long term, and we help sales and marketing with long-term growth by using these PR strategies. We have clients nationwide. We've worked with a lot of people you would know, such as celebrities as Tony Robbins, Brian Tracy, Steve Forbes, and many corporations like Northwestern Mutual. So I invite you to reach out. Love to talk to you, meet you, and have a conversation. And feel free to email or call at the numbers provided. Thank you so much.
Hello, my name is Melina Picon. I'm a founding member at America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. We would like you to join us today. I am also president of PowerBooks LLC. We provide outsourced accounting, bookkeeping, controller services of businesses of all size. We help them transition from struggling in-house messy bookkeeping to high-level financial department. By outsourcing with us, our clients save up to 40% on their accounting costs, which allows them to focus on generating revenue. We guarantee honest, balanced, timely, and efficient financial services. If you would like to talk us on the phone, you can call us at 845-208-4649. And if you would like to email me, my email address is melina@powerbooks-llc.com. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Bill Miller. I am a relatively older author, founder, CEO of my own company, and I am a member of AVCCI. I joined this year. I've been on the podcast, the ABC podcast, ABP podcast, and I really enjoy this particular group. So I'm the author of 2 books, The Rookie CEO, You Can't Make This Stuff Up, and What Every CEO Must Know, 37 Secrets to Lead with Confidence and Power. I founded my own company, which is consulting now. I added publishing to it in 2011. It's Beeline Bill Enterprise. That's on beelinebill.com. And that website is being updated. This week it should be updated. And last year co-founded a company called Zaboom with 3 O's, LLC, Zaboom LLC, where we do voice AI, in mostly outbound calling. We do some inbound. So those are the things that I'm actively involved in. I have 5.5 decades in technology, the last 3.5 decades as an executive leader. I have had a seat at the table. I worked for many rookie CEOs or first-time CEOs, another way to say rookie, at various phases of their role, and that's what drove the creation of my first book. Living in the trenches, being a number 2 executive in a company, and knowing how decisions are made, knowing good decisions, bad decisions, decisions that could have gone either way. Think about your life. Every major decision in your life is a fork in the road. If you go this way, you take that job. If you go that way, you take another job. And that sets you up for whatever is next. And so our life is really built around the decisions we make and how they come out. So I've written about a lot of these experiences. The second book, I have actually firsthand stories from many CEOs in there. Some of them are CEO stories that I tell as the number 2 man or somebody on the executive team. Because you see, over the years, you see patterns of things that CEOs tend to do, especially first-timers. First-timers go in, they have a business function that they came from typically, unless they're a super young founder when they're very early, and they, especially these days with AI, there's a lot of founders that have never been in a corporate company, corporate America, where they've learned all of the things that you go through to work your way up the chain. So typically, though, the first time CEOs, all the ones I've worked with, they come from a business function. It could be engineering, could be sales, could be marketing, could be finance, and they have expertise that got them to where they were to be positioned for the CEO role. In one way or another, they either got promoted or they got hired into that role. When you get in there, you don't know what motivates all the other teams, and unless you have worked with somebody who's a coach or an advisor, board of directors, whoever it is that becomes your right hand right out of the chute, you really don't know what you don't know. And so my second book, and a lot of my speaking now and my writing, is about blind spots. And so I'll be releasing kind of a new offer very shortly that'll be on the new website, which is you'll be able to do a free CEO assessment to identify the top blind spots, the top things that you need help with. You get a free assessment. You can get an assessment brief report from me. All of that is for free. And then if you want to go into an intensive, what I call a blind spot intensive, then you can work with me for a modest fee. But there's a lot of experience there. I help people work around challenges that they just can't see around the corner. And a lot of times, again, like I said, you don't know all the different business functions. You know the one you come from the best. You might have opinions that you're a good marketer or a good salesperson, and maybe you are because you've learned from good people that have worked with you over the years. But to put it all together and be that person at the top, and your boss is the board of directors, or outside people, outside investors or shareholders, it gets to be a little bit more difficult when it's your decision. And who do you go to? Who do you talk to? What kind of advice are you going to get? Is it going to be filtered or unfiltered? Who do you trust? Who can you trust? All of those things, I try to help you build muscle to handle all of those specific situations. And again, my books are to help first-time CEOs, founders, and stuck CEOs kind of move forward, see what other people have done, see how it's worked out. Think about my second book, The 37 Secrets to Lead with Confidence and Power, what every CEO must know there. It's real stories. They're the biggest mistakes CEOs have made, how they could have avoided it, how they recovered from it, and how they moved forward. And you'll see in that book, if you read it, and I do recommend it, it's a great read, with 37 secrets to help you. The thing is that other people made these mistakes. You can see how they got there and the decision they made, why they made it, and what the results of that were in their particular company. And more than half of the CEOs that I write about in that book, these are their stories directly from them that they gave to me with rights to print it, use their name, the company that they were at. Several other CEOs gave me the rights to their story, but would not identify themselves by name and company because they're still there. And so they're surviving. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody has blind spots. You should shorten your cycle to better leadership, making better decisions, especially under pressure, and especially when you don't know what you don't know. So those are the things that kind of make me tick these days. Again, think about what I do. I have Beeline Bill Enterprises, which is my kind of like I call it a consulting firm. It used to be Beeline Bill Consulting, and then I changed it. But I have my publishing firm there, my consulting firm, and everything else that I do personally. I have my two books. I'm a co-founder of Zaboom, again with 3 O's, Zaboom LLC, which is a voice AI startup, about 7 or 8 months old now. And we have our first customers working on product market fit. We have some pretty satisfied return customers. It's a month-to-month SaaS type situation with voice AI. So my partner and I, as my life partner and business partner, we stay focused on using AI in business and all of the different types of methodologies. I have a blog on TMCnet, ceoinsights.tmcnet.com, which is the company called TMC, which is Technology Marketing Corporation. The CEO is Rich Durrani, president is Dave Rodriguez. I've been involved with them for years. I moderate a CEO Insights panel at IT Expo for the last 6 years in Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and build a panel of 3 to 4 CEOs, and we just have a topic, whatever that topic is in the track we're on. So I do that. All of the recordings of those panels are on my YouTube channel, which if you do searches for Beeline Bill, which is my brand, BeelineBill, same as my website. If you do searches for Beeline Bill, you'll find pretty much all of my, a lot of my things. There's videos for also the CEO success stories that's sponsored by the Cloud Voice Alliance. I'm sort of a content advisor there, and I interview CEOs in the telecom space and related because I've been involved in that market for many, many years. And voice AI is kind of part of that because voice is coming back as a big thing these days. There's nothing like a good old telephone call, and now voice AI is considered an automated call by the FCC and TCPA, Telecommunications Consumer Protection Act. And when you think about all of the things that I do in a semi-retired mode, I'm kind of busier now than I was when I was working full time, which I left technology in 2020. That's when I wrote my first book in 2020. The second book was published the end of 25. I stay active. It's one of the reasons that I joined the AVCCI and their book club. We featured featured me in the first inaugural of that particular podcast, and my book is listed on the AVCCI Book Club website. So kind of that's me in a nutshell. I live in Maplewood, Minnesota, which is part of St. Paul. I come from the Boston area, so I'm a hardcore Boston and New England sports fan. I was born and bred in that area, went to school in Needham, Mass, and then Northeastern. I've lived in many states, besides Massachusetts, California, Southern California, Northern California. I've lived in Huntsville, Alabama when I worked for Digium. I've lived in Minnesota now twice. This is my second time, and we're here because of a grandbaby that's a half an hour away. And so I stay pretty active online, and this is a great group to be part of.
Hey everyone, my name is Brent Gary, and I'm proud to be a founder member of the AVCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. I'm inviting you to join our new movement at avcci.us. In addition, I'm a fractional CMO at Gary Consulting, where I work with business owners who are past the startup stage and fully into scaling, but they need your marketing to go from guesswork to growing. Thank you. Have a great day.
Hi, I'm Francis Borges, consulting partner with Era Group. I'm proud to be a founding member of AVCCI, America's Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. And I'm honored to serve as co-chair of the Manufacturing and Healthcare Committee. With 25 years of finance transformation and business consulting experience, working with Fortune 100 and 500 companies across manufacturing, healthcare, financial services, and other industries, I've had the privilege of driving hundreds of millions of dollars in annual savings in some of the world's largest organizations. But now I've deliberately pivoted to bring that same caliber of expertise to where I believe it's needed most, the mid-market. With Era Group, I partner with founders, CEOs, and CFOs of mid-sized businesses that face what most are dealing with right now: margin pressure, rising costs, supply chain disruptions, and an increasingly competitive landscape. We help them find hidden EBITDA in their overheads and vendor spend, unlocking savings that go straight to the bottom line to fund growth, improve cash flow, boost valuation, and protect the margins that keep them competitive. Well, the top 3 things that clients love most about us: we bring that deep category expertise and the resources that the mid-market simply doesn't have access to. We do the heavy lifting, working as a seamless extension of their team to secure real savings. And we do all of this completely risk-free. No upfront budget. We are rewarded only when we put money back in your pocket. Bring back to AVCCI. It's a powerful virtual community where business leaders can connect, collaborate, and grow their businesses together. Well, we are just getting started, and that's exactly why you want to be here right now. Come join us, be part of our great journey. Thank you.
Hello, my name is Christian Torres. I am one of the new founding members of the American Virtual Chamber of Commerce and Industry. Now, what does that actually mean? Well, we're putting together some committees that are shaped specifically to help business owners just like you. And I'm proud to be the new co-chair of the Business Strategy and Innovation Committee, which means every month we're going to be working together to bring you the educational content, the insights, the learnings, and the resources to help you figure out what's next, what's on the horizon. There are so many shifts in the marketplace right now and disruptions going on every single day. My background is actually in decision intelligence, which means that I help companies make high-stakes decisions using data, AI, and decision-making frameworks. And I do that all through my company, Stark Analytics. So I am really, really excited to bring that expertise and knowledge to the Committee for Business Strategy and Innovation and help business owners just like you get the tactical advantage that they need to succeed.
Would you like to listen to music during your work time? We are here to help. We created ABP Office Music Pod, powered by the American Business Podcast. ABP Office Music Pod is for you, the working professional. You can enjoy jazz, lo-fi, smooth jazz, classic music, and more during your work time. We keep the music positive and energetic. You can go to the YouTube channel of the American Business Podcast, or you can scan this QR code and start listening right away. There is more coming in the American Business Podcast, and this is one of them. Enjoy ABP Office Music Pod during your work time, and thank you very much for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Reddit. Do you know the biggest challenge nowadays for American small businesses? That is visibility. That's why we partner with Reddit for Business. There are more than 440 million visitors weekly on Reddit. Furthermore, Reddit is reliable, and millions of users are going to Reddit to get the real feedback from real people. It is the number one source for real reviews on products, services, and brands. There is a promotion going on that I'd like you to consider and take advantage of. When you spend $500 on Reddit for advertising, you'll get $500 in advertising credit. True story. I am a Reddit user, and anytime I like to have feedback or review for a product or service, I go to Reddit and I talk to Reddit communities. I get the real feedback and real review from real people and real communities. Scan this QR code and sign up for Reddit advertising. Get the visibility for your company, for your products and services on Reddit with Reddit advertising. Reach people ready to buy your products and services with Reddit advertising. Scan the QR code and sign up today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Anywhere Apps by Kerr Consulting, now Cherry Baker. Anywhere Apps are designed to help you digitize and automate your business processes. Anywhere Apps are family of business software products. There are more than 40 products available for business process digitization and automation. Anywhere's apps are easy to use, they are standalone, and they are also ready to integrate with your ERP and accounting software systems. Today, I'd like to promote APS Anywhere, which is part of Anywhere Apps software product portfolio. APS Anywhere designed for manufacturing companies. Whether you are a process manufacturing company, food and beverage, chemical, and more, or a discrete manufacturing company, automotive, aerospace, electronics, and more. APS stands for Advanced Planning and Scheduling. APS Anywhere is ready to streamline, digitize, and automate your production planning process. As you know, in manufacturing, production planning is not easy. There are always some bottlenecks and challenges. You need to put together your resources, 3M, man, machine, and material. APS Anywhere designed to streamline this process and automate it for you. It is a modern system. It runs on cloud. It also has deployment options for installation on your server or your private cloud environment. The system is scalable. It comes with unlimited number of production planning scenarios, meaning before you execute, you can see the financial implications and timing of your production planning on APS Anywhere. APS Anywhere comes with a very colorful and easy-to-use Gantt chart so that you can see your production planning on a colorful and easy-to-operate Gantt chart before you finalize your production planning purposes. The system is also integratable. It is ready to integrate your ERP system, MRP system, and other systems whenever there is a need. It is designed for manufacturing companies by manufacturing experts. It also comes with ready-made reports if you like to utilize. Furthermore, on APS Anywhere, you can also use demand forecasting function, meaning based on your past manufacturing and sales figures, the system can predict what will be your demand in the future. This will help you manage your supply chain in a more productive manner. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code and you can learn more about APS Anywhere as well as Anywhere App software system in general. There is more. I have a direct line for you. You can send me a direct email, kevin@herconsulting.com. kevin@herconsulting.com, and I'll be happy to hear from you about Anywhere apps, APS Anywhere, or any Anywhere apps that is offered by Anywhere apps by Her Consulting, now Cherry Baker. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Otter AI. Otter is the AI note taker that builds your knowledge and powers your workflow with transcription, automated summaries, AI chat, and more. Get your AI-powered assistant for meeting notes, tasks, and more. Scan the QR code on the screen and sign up today. Otter AI is the latest note taker that you can utilize, and you can set your meetings, you can take your notes, and you can also set up your follow-up actions automatically with the help of the Otter AI. Scan the QR code and sign up today. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from DocuSign. If you are signing vendor contracts and customer contracts very often, just like I do on daily basis, consider DocuSign. DocuSign is the latest modern digital and electronic signature software system. Furthermore, you can manage your vendor contracts, customer contracts, NDAs, and any other commercial contracts on DocuSign digitally with no need of local installation and no need of keeping your documents on your laptop or your mobile device. Furthermore, with the latest technology of DocuSign, it has intelligent agreement management. It recognizes your repeated documents and creates contracts automatically and makes things easier for you. Do you know how many users are there for the DocuSign system? More than 1 billion users. There are many companies using DocuSign and trust DocuSign for electronic and digital signature. True story. I also use DocuSign on daily basis and it works smoothly. Highly recommended. You see the QR code on the screen. When you scan the QR code, you fill up the form to start your free trial and join the DocuSign user community. Enjoy your DocuSign experience, and I hope you sign up today. I have the QR code on the screen. Thank you very much, and enjoy the experience. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Gemini, Gemini Trust. Gemini makes crypto simple. Find, trade, and buy over 70 different coins, including Bitcoin and Solana, on the best cryptocurrency platform. Gemini Trust. Start trading crypto here. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code and start signing up today. Because they have a great customer service, you can reach out to them and get assistance 24/7. Scan the QR code and start trading crypto on Gemini. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Wizen. At the American Business Podcast, we always talk about continuous improvement and professional development. That is why we partner with Wizen, trust the nation's largest network for tutoring. Wizen helps you find the tutor that you need in many different subjects: chemistry, computer, foreign languages, geometry, English, music, physics, reading, SAT, science, and many more. I have the QR code on the screen that you can sign up and start searching for tutors and enjoy the learning experience and continuous improvement as we always talk about in the American Business Podcast. Scan the QR code and sign up for Wizen today. Thank you very much. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Rosetta Stone. Rosetta Stone is bringing you foreign languages. Learn from the experts, choose your plan to get started, sign up today. New Year is coming, and if your New Year resolution is learning a foreign language, Rosetta Stone is the choice for you. Rosetta Stone is offering you a long list of foreign languages: French, Italian, German, Chinese, Greek, Turkish, Polish, Portuguese, Vietnamese, and many more languages are available for you to get started today. Scan the QR code on the screen and sign up for Rosetta Stone and enjoy the learning experience of foreign language. Thank you very much. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Anywhere Apps by Kirk Consulting, now Cherry Beckert. Anywhere Apps are business software systems, and they are designed to digitize and automate your business processes. Today, I like to focus on contract management anywhere as part of Anywhere Apps software product portfolio. Contract Management Anywhere is an AI-powered vendor, customer, and legal contract management software system. It is modern, it runs on cloud, it's easy to use, and it's scalable. Because of the AI capabilities of the system, software comes with an AI chatbot that you can get your answers about any contracts that you have. Renewal dates, amounts, start dates, and other details can be learned from the system in a conversation. I have the QR code on the screen. You can scan the QR code to learn more about Contract Management Anywhere, as well as Anywhere Apps in general. There is more. I have a direct email for you. You can send me a direct email about Anywhere Apps and Contract Management Anywhere, kevin@kirkconsulting.com. I'll be happy to help you and help you schedule a demo session with Team Anywhere Apps. Looking forward to hearing from you, and I hope you enjoy Anywhere Apps. Thank you for your support. Support for the American Business Podcast comes from Norton, advanced tech for advanced threats. Sign up today. Norton offers you different packages to completely save and secure your data and your devices. Each Norton package comes with antivirus, malware, ransomware, and hacking protection capabilities. In addition, there is VPN, private internet connection, dark web monitoring, and parental control capabilities in each package. There is a promotion going on right now. I have the QR code on the screen. You can get up to 60% discount if you sign up right now for one of the packages. There are packages of Deluxe, Standard, Plus, and Select. Depends on the number of devices that you like to connect, as well as the features that you like to utilize when you are using Norton. I have the QR code on the screen. When you scan the QR code, you'll see the different packages and options available for you. Scan the QR code, go to the page that you like to sign up, pick the package that you like to use, and sign up today. True story. I am also using Norton on a daily basis, and I know all of my devices are secure every single day, thanks to Norton. Scan the QR code on the screen and start using Norton today and save your devices and your data in a safe and secure manner with the help of Norton. Thank you very much. I enjoyed the experience. Thank you for being with me in the American Business Podcast. If you'd like to be a guest in the American Business Podcast, please send us an email, guestbooking@americanpodcast.tv. If you'd like to sponsor ABP, if you'd like to advertise in our podcast episodes, please send us an email, growyourbusiness@americanpodcast.tv. You can advertise your company, your products, your services, and your brands in the American Business Podcast. Please send us an email, growyourbusiness@americanpodcast.tv. You can also visit our website, americanpodcast.tv, to learn more about the American Business Podcast as well as our coming streaming schedule. Now you can have your branded company podcast within the American Business Podcast network. We call it Business Podcasting as a Service, PaaS. If you're interested in starting your business podcast in the American Business Podcast Network, please send us an email, paas@americanpodcast.tv. As part of our international expansion, we started international podcast editions. When you scan this QR code, it'll take you to our YouTube page. And please go to the podcast section in our YouTube page and you'll see our international podcast editions. They are ABP Espanol, ABP German, ABP French, ABP Hindi, ABP Portuguese, and ABP Turk, that you can listen to American Business Podcast in 6 different foreign languages. Okay, well, we are in the process of increasing our presence in social media. If you're on LinkedIn, please scan this QR code and subscribe, follow us on LinkedIn. If you're on TikTok, please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our TikTok page. Please subscribe. Please follow us. If you are on Instagram, please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our Instagram page and please subscribe. If you are on Facebook, we'll also appreciate your help and support. Please scan this QR code. It'll take you to our Facebook page and please follow us. And finally, we are on IMDb, next to other reputable media productions. Please scan this QR code, go to our IMDb page, and please rate us on IMDb. We'll truly appreciate your help and support. I'd like to thank you for your help. Thank you for your support. I'm looking forward to seeing you in coming the American Business Podcast episodes. The American Business Podcast is the voice of American business. The American Business Podcast, America's fastest growing educational business podcast network in this age of AI. Thank you very much for your help and looking forward to seeing you. Thank you.